yourself, know your worth. In my words, how you so but still wanna do it, we could do it on the turf. Oh Lord, shout out to the I holding down the set.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. Tonight we'll see the Boston Celtics playing against the Houston Rockets at Toyota Center. And for Houston, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. Well, if you want to describe the two teams going at it tonight, they are fresh, young, and hungry. Kenny, how hard is it for these two coaches to get their guys to play consistently?
I mean, experience is probably the most valuable tool in the NBA, and that inexperience makes it hard. You know, it's a teaching tool. You got to yell a lot, start pulling your hair out. That's why I'm bald, because I was pulling my hair out.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Boston Celtics come in for this one. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. Sit back and enjoy this presentation of NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, and on the sideline tonight, Doris Burke. We've got a chance here to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Celtics, McHale is out there with Bird. Then there's Havlicek. Then it's Houdini. And it's Russell in at the pivot slot, manning the middle.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Well, looking back on last season, you didn't know where the Rockets would end up in terms of seeding in the playoffs. Ended up with the 2 seed because they won the Southwest Division. And as it turned out, everything worked out very well for them.
It really did, and had a divisional matchup in that first round against the Mavs. But the Rockets took care of business in that series and would advance.
Bird can't hit. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And there's the bucket from McRae. McRae has got his first points in this one.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Don't you love the chemistry? Those guys work so well together in the open floor.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Francis passes to Olajuwon. And the Rockets getting another bucket right there.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Havlicek kicks to McHale. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Perfectly designed and perfectly executed.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Francis. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line. It's going to be on Bill Russell.
Yeah, really strong offensive thrust there, but then how about the defense able to negate that attack?
Yeah, doing exactly what he had to do right there, Greg, to make sure he wasn't going to get flushed on or Instagrammed.
Shot's good from Byrne.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Havlicek. That 3 off the mark. Houston leading by 4. Here's Harden. And some nice passing there by Houston. McRae passes to Harden. Money from the wing. And for Coach Kevin McHale, last year was his best. A lot of people thought he could have been easily the coach of the year, leading the Rockets to their third best regular season in franchise history.
And Kevin, with McHale, he's got this team improving every year. His team's win totals have risen as well statistically as I think becoming a better team. Wins aren't always necessarily what determines how good you are. And that's his second foul already, and that's going to force him to tone down his aggression defensively.
Parrish is checked in for Russell. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, a bit ago, Kevin McHale and I were able to catch up. He'd like them to concentrate defensively on slowing the game down. There's simply too much speed in their opponents, and to get into a run-and-gun type of game is not to their advantage, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Rockets.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
Stolen by Parrish. McHale dishes to Bird. Here's Parrish. And the go-ahead bucket, no good. Houston in the lead. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Here's McCray. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. McCray has got 8 points.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Fires the three. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Yao, he's checked in for Houston. McGrady comes in for James Harden. So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Kevin Garnett is checked in for McHale. Pierce comes in for Larry Bird. Jones checked in for Havlicek. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Houdini. Here's Francis. To the inside. Pass to McCray. McGrady kicks to Malone. 4 on the clock. There's the 3. And that one's good, Francis. He has 5.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Now, here is McGrady. And the rejection by Parrish. Garnett the pass to Jones. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope. It's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Screen by Malone. Rondo on the double team. The pass to Francis. That 3 off the mark.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Here's McCray. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Celtics shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he's good on the second. 12 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Francis. And Boston with the rebound.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.